It's beginning. 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 It's beginning.
Jingle All the Way 2 is the kind of sequel that sequels should aspire to be because it completely ruins everything good about the first film. It's inspired by
Jingle All the Way,
where workaholic and incidentally Austrian dad Howard, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger, has to learn to listen to his kid because Christmas is about spending time together, not about earning money, spending money, but he can only learn that lesson in a race against time where he thinks what he has to do is buy the perfect present, and he is pitted against a working class person who wants to get that Turbo Man first, and his neighbor who is oily and wants to fuck his wife. Cue huge, needlessly elaborate special effects heavy ending which did this 12 years before Iron Man. God, I love this movie. Jingle All the Way 2, which replaces the irreplaceable Arnold Schwarzenegger with the rather inexplicable Larry the Cable Guy of Cisformers fame, is a completely different but uncannily familiar story. You see, Larry in Jingle 2 is very different to Howard in Jingle 1. Larry already knows that quality time and fun and intimacy are the really valuable things in life, and they have nothing to do with money or ambition, so he lives a humble and happy life in a trailer where he spends the build up to Christmas just having fun with his daughter and eating Twinkies and ice fishing, and he even has an amicable and respectful relationship with his ex-wife, played by AI-generated Catherine O'Hara, and he would have a good relationship with her new partner Victor, played by AI-generated Dr. Hologram from Star Trek Voyager, but for some reason, and I've seen this film 3 times now, and I still don't understand why they have a reason to get into a rivalry other than Victor is a poorly written human plot contrivance dick. And the worst part is that all of the misadventures they get up to are very loosely connected to one another in a sort of tedious, inevitable saw traps if they were Christmas shenanigans kind of way, all building up to Christmas for days, if not weeks, if not months.
See you later. Sorry there was a power outage last night. I love you. Good night. Who's Chef Felipe?
I swear this entry in a race against time film franchise has multiple nights into mornings into nights into mornings, and you end up just wishing that Larry would go back to the nice Christmas he was already going to have with his daughter before somebody told him he was in a made-for-TV film. 5 stars. I love it. Never changed. Let's watch. Generic, generic, generic rock. Ah, I see they have the Adobe After Effects snowflakes. I know that tutorial. Oh, loads of layers. This film has so many layers.
What's wrong? What's wrong? That's a Twinkie.
Hey, Dad. How come you and Mom didn't stay married?
Well, sweetie, I still love your mom and everything. We're good friends.
I know.
Larry's just really sound. Larry's just he's just a real nice man. He's real nice.
I am pretty lovable. Well, I'm me.
But there's kind of a problem with just making Larry like really sound and lovely, because a protagonist should have like a lie that they believe is true. So they're really going for the opposite of Arnie, and Arnie was kind of a dickhead, awful person in that film, but he at least had a lesson he was supposed to learn. Whereas Larry, unless the lesson is he has to become a stockbroker and become really successful and get a big suit, because that's the real meaning of Christmas.
Wow, I can't believe I'm going to live here. It's like a palace.
No, Noelle, that's not what palaces look like, sweetie. It's like a country club.
I guess that makes me a princess.
No, I think it makes you waspy scum. I feel really bad making fun of the child. God, look, you can barely see Larry. He blends so seamlessly into his environment.
She refers to her idiot husband. She'll be talking about you instead of me.
We've got Catherine O'Harmless, Robert Picardont, sassy waitress number 875.
Thanks for the vote of confidence there, Mags.
It's on the house, Larry.
Comedy character.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, and a very happy winter.
Smiling news lady who has to pretend to push a button on a toy where there's clearly nothing to push.
What's your name? Margot. Nice to meet you, Margot.
Everyone's doing Bill Hader I have no soul acting. Really bringing the like SNL audition tape energy. Current reference. Yeah, right. I'm actually Canadian. Comedy! But the best comedy performance of all is the one who doesn't even need a character or a reason for saying or doing anything. Funny friend man. Just look at this normal human. I'm going to mute Smiling News Lady just so you can appreciate Funny Friend Man. Just doing this masterclass of the most important aspect of comedy. Time.
Hey, check this out. Man, I wish I had one of those when I was a kid.
Okay, so now he has to get the toy, and the film is set at Christmas. But that's pretty much the only resemblance to Jingle 1. Because he hasn't forgotten to get the toy. This is Larry. Larry might be chill, Larry might be a big old klutz, but Larry cares about his daughter. Larry loves Noelle. Don't start shit about my sweet baby man boy Larry. So that means the filmmakers have to come up with some other bullshit reason for Larry to not be able to get the bear. And it's a bear in this movie. It's not a Turbo Man action figure. And the bear can talk and it knows your name. And not only do you not care about the bear, but Noelle doesn't even care about the bear. Nobody cares about the bear except for Funny Friend Man.
Man.
And even Funny Friend Man doesn't know why he loves the bear. Because Funny Friend Man doesn't know why he does anything. Because there's no interiority. When you're a replica of the idea of Saturday Night Live comedy, there's no space inside of you for feelings about bears. Okay, so the reason that Larry can't get the bear is because Victor, the evil stepdad human plot contrivance dick, is buying all of the bears in town.
First customer just came and bought them all.
And this is the only town in the world. So how's Larry gonna get the bear? All the bears are gone. So he has to do some Christmas hijinks bollocks. But a lot of the Christmas hijinks bollocks doesn't even have anything to do with the bear. Sometimes it's just that Victor is rich and he has a big tree. So then Larry is insecure and he wants to get a tree but he can't afford one. Which is not funny. Oh, but he got flocked. Look, he got flocked. That's flocking. I learned that in this film. That's what flocking is. That's flocking.
Flocked.
Flocking. Or it's Christmas hijinks bollocks, like Victor is rich and he has lots of lights and Noelle likes the lights, so Larry has to, I don't know, he's stealing electricity in this scene, or maybe he made the lights, which would be very impressive. Oh, he got electrocuted. That's a Christmas comedy tradition. Okay, but now no one in the entire town can get the fucking bear. All the bears are sold because evil cliched henchman, who's really enjoying trying to ruin the relationship between an innocent child and her equally innocent, docile father.
First come, first serve.
But like, really, like, why? Like, why would Victor spend so much money and go to so much effort and waste so much of an employee's time on a plan that has a very low chance of success? I mean, what are the chances that this is the only town in the world and that Larry has either never heard of or is afraid of the internet? But there doesn't seem to be any reason for Victor to do this. There's just that one slightly uncomfortable moment with the fish, and otherwise it's nothing, just no reason. Victor is ill. Victor is a danger to himself and to everyone around him. So, sweet baby Larry man is trying everything he can to get the fucking bear. He stays up all night outside of the toy shop, and all of the people are waiting outside, and then they all run inside in a very sedate and confusing homage to the first film, and they all run off in different directions because they're bad at shopping, and then they're all together anyway, and the man bought all the bears, the unaccountably evil employee who you know is evil because he's bald. He bought all the bears. So Larry tells comedy character to stick all of the woke happy holiday greetings up his bum bum.
You know what? I hope you have a sucky holiday, a sucky Christmas, a sucky Hanukkah, a sucky Kwanzaa, and a sucky winter salsa.
Careful now, Larry. You'll end up getting a part in a Daily Wire film. Happy Hollandaise. So what's Larry gonna do? Who cares? How's he gonna get the fucking bear? I don't care. Well, the bear is a prize at a competition for Santas to go in a bucking bronco because it's the only town in the world and it's a themed town, and the theme of the town is the film Jingle All the Way too. Looking at this bucking bronco scene, you'd think it would be like the comedy centerpiece of the whole film, but it is not. It is a strangely edited mess where they don't take advantage of any of the things that are innately funny about booking Broncos, and once they've realized that kind of speed ramping and reaction shots has ruined the whole thing, then they just give up and they just cut to Larry's arse. Here's Larry's arse. Are you laughing? This is comedy. It's a man's arse. He thinks he can bring snow in a trailer, but he doesn't know snow melts, doesn't realize snow melts. That's a comedy.
Best idea I ever had. Get ready to be bowled over.
And at that point you think, well, this is a film for young children. This is for young children. But then there's a scene where he dresses up like an unhoused person to go to a soup kitchen where they have like a gift drive, and the bear is one of the gifts. So in order to make sure that he gets the bear, he threatens to shit himself on Santa's knee. And at this point I'm like, Larry, this isn't you, Larry. This isn't anyone. No one is anyone. No one has any interiority. This is not the reason anyone does anything. So I think they realize at this point that they've strayed too far from the original Jingle, because films are made chronologically and they're filmed and edited in chronological order. So when they realize that, they just recreate the black market toy scene. But because they've already done the multiple Santas scene from the first film, they just, it's comedy character. That'll do. And then the police come. That's a scene. Isn't it? This is comedy, and this film just sucks at this point, because this is days now. This is weeks, Larry. Noelle is graduating college, Larry. You've missed her entire childhood. Are you happy now? Maybe it's just time you realize
It's about time I realized that Christmas is about giving and not who's taking credit for something. And it's about spending time with my daughter.
Yeah. But then, smiling news lady, in her continued quest for the most important stories in the world, finally says the fucking obvious, that one evil-presenting man has been buying the bears in front of everyone in broad daylight, and it's breaking the hearts of the townspeople like AI-generated Zach Braff or embarrassingly bad line delivery lady.
She looks up at me and says, "But Mommy, it's the only thing I want." It just breaks my heart.
So Larry knows. He's like, I knew it. I can finally prove who's really behind all of this.
Yeah. I mean, somebody would have to have a whole lot of money to buy every single bear in town.
And who do we know that has a whole lot of money?
He's gonna go kill Victor. I think he's gonna go kill Victor. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. So he goes to the box factory that Victor runs. Victor runs a box factory. Victor is a box mogul, and he finds all the bears and he confronts Victor, and then, because it's comedy, they get locked in the warehouse together, and phones don't exist or something, and it's the only town in the world. So instead of using their phones, they have a fight with the bears.
Humility this!
Which is very lackluster, very anticlimactic, especially in comparison to the climax of the original Jingle All the Way. It's really hard to watch, actually. And then they talk it out, and Larry is far more forgiving than Victor has any right to. But they decide together to give away the bears to the townspeople and to pretend that they were that was Victor's plan all along. Sort of like a Harvey Dent lie at that point, because Larry isn't the hero we need. He's the hero we deserve, or something. So they give away the bears, and oh, that guy's not bald. I don't know. I guess he's not bald, and everyone's happy. Everyone in the world, in this town, which is the world, is happy, and they spend Christmas together as one big unconventional family. One big poly. Nah, they're not poly. They just spend Christmas together anyway, and then it turns out Noelle didn't even want the bear.
No, Dad, what it says is, "Dear Santa, all I want for Christmas is my family together as one. Love me."
Noelle didn't even want the bear. Fuck you, Noelle. Merry fucking Christmas.
It's beginning. 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 It's beginning.